What is going on, everybody? It is Aaron here with the Rookie Geek, coming at you again with another lightsaber review. Really interesting about this one today. I'm doing another one from Rebel Sabers. It's an LGT reseller. I've done them in the past. I think I did a whole thing on my Phantom Warden over here. One of my earlier RGBs. Really, I can't say enough about how sleek the design is. So I really enjoy my LGTs. I have several. But this time, LGT came out with something a little different. Now, I think anybody who likes lightsabers would always be interested in seeing a crystal chamber that's fully exposed, with the crystal lighting up with the blade. Until recently, I did not see any that were anywhere near a reasonable price range. And other than that, the only other things, you'd have to take an existing saber, give it to a sabersmith, and have them do it. Matt from Babu Sabers, if you ever have a chance, if you want something worked on, he does really great stuff. I just saw a Bane MK2 that he did from Saberforge, put a crystal chamber into it, did some detailing. It is beautiful. I am super jealous of the person he made it for. So what we got today from Rebel Sabers is the Heartsfire. Now, Heartsfire, it is the main draw here is the crystal chamber. We'll get to see it all lit up here in just a bit. They got a little bit of dangly wires, just something to really make it pop like that. It is a very smooth and clean hilt. Nice grip on the grip here, or the handle sleeve. And not so much something that's just going to tear your hand up like some will do. So you could do this without a glove, do some spinning, do some dueling, and it would be no issue. I still think with something that smooth and blank, I've said it before, it just asks for a leather wrap. So I will more than likely be doing that. Haven't really thought too much about it yet. But in RGB, if you are unfamiliar, in RGB, now this one is only available in RGB. I have seen other sabers recently like this. And I've never seen one that is not in RGB. So just keep that in mind with this company and with a few others that have different, crystal chamber hilts around the same price, but they also are only RGB. Which, if you're a NeoPixel spoiled boy like myself, then it's a little something to give you. It's something to give you some pause, if anything. But with this, I couldn't say no. It has a crystal chamber that's pretty awesome. But other than that, we got the rook pommel down here on the end. It goes really well. Then we got the forked emitter at the end. Not quite as extreme as like a Fallen Order hilt, but it is a nice little accent to the top. Let's go ahead and we will attach the blade to it. Actually, you know what? Let me fire it up to where you can just see the hilt. Now, I kind of was thinking that you could maybe make the crystal a different color than the blade. I don't really know why you would want to, but, the color just coincides with whatever the blade color is. So when you do, we'll look at some of these features here if you're unfamiliar with RGB, but if you're familiar with RGB, it runs the same exact way. So what we got here on an RGB soundboard is one of your less expensive sabers. I love RGBs for dueling, just simply because you're dealing with the empty blade here as opposed to a NeoPixel that has LEDs threaded throughout. This is much cheaper to replace. So I like I've said in the past, I've seen people or I've heard people say, I use my NeoPixels for dueling, and it's like, well, you can. That's what they're supposed to be for, but I'm just terrified to do that. So let's look at the features, the basic features, if you're unfamiliar, of an RGB saber. So you're going to start it up. When you know that it's in sleep mode, you will see this light. And then what you're going to do, there are different procedures for if the blade is lit, if the blade is not lit. Now, they will give you this with your order. It'll come in the box. It is some extra retention screws. It is an Allen wrench, because you're going to need that to tighten up your blade. It actually gave you an extra one of these little prongs for the inside of the crystal chamber. But yeah, you're always going to get this. I've never seen a saber that doesn't come with that. The instructions are in there, and also some problem solving if you're having some kind of issue with a new saber. You're also going to get this. This is your charging cable. The charging port is right here above the above the switch, so you don't have to take out batteries or add new batteries or anything like that. It can just all be charged through here in the handheld LED. The different stuff, you know, I mean, we won't go through all of them, but just to show you, so it's a flashing system on the button. So you're always going to get a 1 flash, a 2 flash, a 3 flash, or a 4 flash, depending on what you're trying to do. So one thing that you definitely are going to want to know how to do is 1 flash without the blade lit. That's going to change your sound setting, so where you can have it a little lower, or even, you know, sound completely off. That's how you will go for the next one. Well, or I can just light the thing. That's fine.
No sound.
Now it's no sound. So if I click it on, now you just got yourself a stunt saber. No sound, no nothing, you know. But it's fun if you want to light up your saber and not annoy everybody around you, because you will. So, but we'll go back to regular sound. There's loud sound. If you go to the second one, that's going to change what your blade does. It can either be a pulse, which is a little bit of a flicker. It can be unstable, which is a lot like Kylo Ren, where it's just, you know, unstable. And then you have just your straight, you know, stable blade. But the real things that you're going to want to know, and the things that RGBs do better than a single handheld LED, is, so you turn it on. It's got a nice smooth swing on it. Really responds to the slightest thing. Got your flash on flash. Okay. Now, you're going to go 2 flashes while the blade is lit up. Let's just watch. See? The wheels inside the LED here are now putting all the basic colors in front of it. They mix together. They give you an infinite number of colors. Well, not infinite, but a very wide array of colors. See, now we're going in a little bit of pink there. Going back into the blue. And once we find something that we like, we'll just go ahead and tap it again. So we'll keep it on red there. I think red looks really good with this hilt. So then, yeah, everything just stays uniform with the crystal chamber and with the blade light. Because they all kind of run off the same. They all run off the same RGB. It's no big deal. If you want to turn off the saber, very easy. Just hold it in. It'll flash 4 times, and then it'll turn it off. If you do 3 times without the blade on, it'll play music. If you do it to the 4th one, it'll change the sound font. So in this case, I believe I was using the Obi-Wan sound font. So if we want to change it again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it changed it to Count Dooku, which is fitting because, you know, we turned the blade red. See? Just a nice different humming sound, different swing sound, different clash sounds. So you have 6 of those, or 8 of those on these. I know you have, just to name a few, you have Kylo Ren, you have Obi-Wan, you have Vader, you have Count Dooku, and Rey. You know, just an endless number. And then each one of those has a song that is correlated with that sound font. Really can't go wrong here, guys. I mean, if you're looking for a crystal chamber saber, you really can't get any cheaper than this, and it's quality. It's nice. I thought it would maybe a little flimsy around the crystal chamber, just a little meh, but I actually love it. It looks really great. Around $200, so not too bad on the retail price for that. Now, Rebel sabers, I will say, you know, I might be a little spoiled by some other companies, but they did take a while to get here with this one. Not an extremely long time, but I would say month, you know, which, you know, in this lightsaber world, anybody who collects lightsabers will tell you that waiting is commonplace. There's not a single company you can order from that you're not going to have to wait at least a little bit. But, you know, a month, that's a good round number to put for most things. But, you know, I always say, you know, don't expect it to come next week. You know, just be patient. It'll get there, and you'll love it so much once it gets there. But this is the Heartsfire, guys, from Rebel Sabers. You know, this is my second time ordering through them, you know, the first time I had a bad board. It does happen. You know, they try to quality control as best they can, but it made it to me with where the swing motion was out of the board. They had me a new one within 4 days. You know, so they're just as good as the other LGT companies in the sense that they will help you with whatever you need. The customer service is fairly responsive. But as far as the other LGT companies, this is the only one that I've seen. So Rebel Sabers might have a monopoly on this particular model right here. But, you know, like I said, for around $200, you're really not going to beat that price for an open crystal chamber. I mean, it's just nice for a display piece if nothing else. But it is an RGB, so I will definitely be dueling with this one. Well, guys, I am Aaron from the Rookie Geek. This is another lightsaber review. Please like and subscribe so I can continue bringing you more content, and I will see you guys next time.